This is an RTX 3060 XT. Is it now? Time for 2021 and everyone's favorite game show. New plebs? Anybody? Trying to make kinds of selling PCs on the internet. I don't know what I'm talking about. I was going to Timmy Joe making videos, computers and things, and it's 2021 and I'm finally here and I'm back, and I don't have a hell of a lot prepared, but in my last video, which you know, for more people than I thought watched, I explained, you know, 2021, we're going forward. We're not talking about that old crappy year that happened prior and all of its terrible things that happened. We're going in a new direction and we're going to do things right. And a lot of people were requesting, when are you going to get back to the noob plebs? When are you going to get back to Timmy Joe Roast My Rigs? Those are videos that are easy to make, not so easy to edit sometimes, but you know, just jump on the bandwagon. And I don't want to necessarily concentrate super hard on the bad, because right now it's very easy to find $1,800 listings that have like first gen Ryzen's in them in a 1660, which we'll see in a, we're not going to concentrate on them, we'll see in a second. I want to just find some funny ones here, make you chuckle, make you have a fun day. So we're going to jump right into it. The first three, this is how bad things are, and then we'll get into like just some funny stuff I found rather than like harping on really expensive computer ads. But but this is a brand new gaming computer, Intel i9 8GB video. This is from a computer business, a, you know, what do you call that? A peer. It's hard to think of the words when it's hard, it's not really true. But this is like a guy that runs a computer business in my hometown, and he's just so, he's either older and doesn't understand the dynamic of like the newer computer user or what, but let's just look at it real quick here. That's a nice tower, sure. It's one of those weird sideways computers too, where like the top IO's in the top of it or something? Yeah, I think that's what's going on. Yeah, there you go. The IO is in the top of it, which these cases are just needlessly, like there's no reason for this case to exist. We see here, we got a pretty rudimentary motherboard based on the IO in the back of it, or the top of it, I should say. And it's a Sego tip. It's a Sego tip. And his picture shows a 1660 Ti, which he originally, for the same price, was trying to pass off, which is just hilarious. But we do have two blue fans, so we know it's good. So yeah, there's a Cooler Master AIO in there, and you know, he's got all the parts there for it. Sure, it's an i9, looks like a 9900K on a B365 motherboard. At least it had some, yeah, it has some VRM cooling. Pretty anemic board to be pairing with that. I think it's a K processor too. Yeah, it is. It is. Very weird. And then, oh, here's a box for an RX 480. How much you want to charge for it? So, fresh copy of Windows 10 installed, all proper drivers installed. Oh, thank goodness for that. What, Windows do that for you? Woo! $250 Sego tip case. The fuck is Sego tip? Never heard of it. And if you have, I'd love to know. Yeah, so, yeah, whatever. So this just makes me laugh how, like, this would exist, you know, regardless of the times. This guy's just obviously pretty clueless. And, I mean, what is this computer worth with the i9 in it? In a vacuum? In a bubble? I mean, how much can you charge for an 8-core processor that's as fast as a 3700X? You know? Especially on an anemic motherboard? Maybe you could charge $1,400 Canadian for this, but $2,200. Oh my goodness, it's ridiculous. The guy's so out of touch. Moving on. This is what I'm getting at with the prices though. Here's an RTX 2060 Super, sorry. $850. It's never been overclocked. This is in my hometown. This is literally someone trying to sell what should be a $400 video card, you know, Canadian, in my opinion. They're very hard to come by right now, and price gouging a bit is justified. $850 for this 2060 Super. Anyways, that's the state of things. So now let's make you laugh. We're gonna make you laugh. So that's what we're gonna do. I got some funny ads, pleb ads. Starting off with the guy that sent me this one here. Not too much, not too crazy here, but it's sold. So it's good that it's sold. But he said, I bet it's stolen. And all things aside here, I laughed as soon as I read. It's a crime book. It's a Samsung crime book. So I don't know if it's a good idea to be buying no crime book, because you're either going to get in trouble for the crimes being committed on it, or you're going to at least be questioned by the police why you have their crime book, because I can only assume that's some sort of police tool to find all the criminals. So lost the charger, so that's why it's a lower price after buying a new computer. Not only is it a crime book, it's a paperweight. Just thought crime book killed me. All right, moving on. So this is a good one. 820. It's a quad-core i7 gaming PC computer for sale. Okay, it's blazing fast i7 quad-core with 8 megabytes of cache and speeds up to 4.2 gigahertz. Upgraded power supply, upgraded graphics card, externally mounted. Wait. We'll get to that. It's a 1660 Ti. Note the Ti version is more powerful than the standard graphics card. Thank you. I was not sure what the Ti meant. Upgraded 256 gig NVMe drive. Note, NVMe version is faster than a standard .m.2. I guess that's not exactly true. It's faster than mSATA. M.2 is the standard, the size. It's not, or the connect, anyways, you know what I'm talking about. 16 gigs of RAM, space for another hard drive if the DVD drive is removed. Well, that's a game changer. Works flawlessly, was built for video editing when I had a GoPro camera. Anyways, look at this thing. You can see a little bit of it up here. He went through all the trouble of mounting this tinier graphics card. Like, I'm sure it would have fit in the system. And it's a 7700. Okay. Don't worry about those things. Don't worry about the Pro USB generic SD card reader or this one. He always took that hard drive out. That's why. But here's, the about section of his computer, because everyone needs to know, I guess it's got some information there. It's some proof in the pudding, right? He put a better power supply in it and this graphics card. And then look at the atrocity of this. Got some plexiglass out and secured it on there somehow, ran a PCIe extension cable, created this little bracket system. What is this computer? I really believe you could have bought a 1660 that fit in that system. In fact, you might have been able, and I've done it myself, to put a 1660 Ti in a crappy computer like this and run the power off the original power supply using Molex and SATA adapters for the the 1 8-pin it needs to run. 1 8-pin. At least this, maybe this one has more. No, 1 8-pin. There you go. I'm sure I could have fit that graphics card. It doesn't even look like it's higher. I'm sure I could have fit that in the computer. But he went through all the trouble. Do you want this? Because you can have it for $820. It's so much. It's so. I wish this was in my area. I would buy this up so quick. It'd be so funny to inspect how this guy did this. But at least you get the plexiglass, so you can see all the wires inside of it. This one was hilarious. I don't know. He's got a picture of it in there. See, it's worth $1,000 without the graphics card. Honestly, this isn't that bad a deal. It's how it was set up, and it's absolutely... What is this here? Is that some sort of roll of cookie dough, or the freaking hell is that? Just some ornament on his kitchen table? Oh yeah, it's like a Yule log filled with crap or something. Anyways, I'm Timmy Joe, and that was the most needlessly upgraded computer I've ever seen in my life. And, since he got the GoPro, he's been video editing like crazy. Moving on. This is an RTX 3060 XT. Is it now? Modded and possibly upset GPU. Great for museum, or if you're opening, what? Great for museum if you are opening one. Absolute garbage performance guaranteed if you insist on using it for gaming. Installment payments with 0 interest accepted if approved by Maze Bank. Bank of Los Santos. This is just someone trolling me, obviously. But I haven't done one of these in a while, so is it really? I do like the effort, you know, $405. It's been reduced. I do like the cooler. It's obviously an old Asus Direct CU dual. You know, I've got a couple of those. It's probably like a GTX 770 or 760 or something like that. And what really made me want to include this is this back fan. Like what an innovation to put a like. It's like a propeller on the back of the graphics card. It's gonna make it fly away. Like, what is that? And it doesn't even look like it's hooked up to anything. So, good troll on your behalf. I know a lot of RTX 3060 XTs out there come with the DVI port, but I would buy this for $400. Come on, it's an absolute bargain. You know, if you're in Great Neck, New York, I'd jump all over that dog. Make it happen. Next one. Moving on to the next one. So, it's hard to find computer parts. It's hard to find the new consoles. Everyone wants a PS5. I'm bitten by the bug that I want a PS5. I don't know why. I think it's just to play Spider-Man and maybe like The Last of Us 2. And, you know, something like that. Anyways, we'll see if I ever get one day. But I have a solution. If you want a PS5, all you got to do out there is go grab a PS2. And PS3s are pretty easy to find these days too. Grab them and just duct tape them together. And yeah, there you go. You avoid the scalping price, just $1,100. Yep, that's logic. It's a PS5. PS2 plus PS3 equals PS5. It's just logic. Oh man, if I was only in Akron, Ohio, local pickup, it's only 377 miles away. I'm sure it's more than that. Moving on. Thanks, Rodney. Oh man, EVGA GTX 580 GPU. You know what I'm talking about? Very nice 580. Can run Fortnite at 250 FPS. I love when people say that something like a particular piece of hardware can run something at a certain FPS. Yes, I will believe that a GTX 580 2 gig could run Fortnite at 250 FPS if you put it down to its lowest resolution and lowest quality settings. You might be able to get there. Okay, so this is sort of true, but can run a lot of other good games at 200 FPS. It runs like new, and I just got a new 3070, so I don't need this anymore. I'm trying to get rid of it ASAP. You went from a GTX 580 to a 3070. Now, I commend you, buddy. It's got to be quite the performance update. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this guy's, I don't know if he's trolling or what, but I don't know if maybe he thinks it's a RX 580. Maybe you could get $200 for an RX 580 these days. Nah. It's definitely EVGA GTX. You're not fooling anybody. I don't care how modern your system looks or how many different ways you do it. Oh, look it's got a little weird dongle there. That's cool. So yeah, if you want to pick that up, it's down in Pinconning, Michigan. Check it out on your local Facebook. Moving on. I think this might be the last one. Oh no, this one's pretty fun. Gaming desktop, $900. It's down from $1,200. And the reason why I included in this one is not that it's particularly a good ad or anything like that. Comes with some e-waste buy-by-power peripherals, you know, a couple pictures of those, a couple blurry pictures of what the computer looks like. Heck, this might even be a half-decent system, you know, but this is why I included, okay? It comes with an extra mouses and keyboard and the 32-inch monitor, wireless Wi-Fi. I was a little worried it was corded Wi-Fi, but wireless Wi-Fi. Comes with GTA 5 on it, downloaded already, and comes with headset and comes with free online. So your wireless Wi-Fi comes with free online. Now that's a value, $900. Lowest I'll go about it for more. Lowest I'll go about it for more. Don't know what that means, but I really like that he's like, you know, it's his selling feature that he put a game on there. I mean, is it logged into a Steam account that you're going to give me 2? I doubt it. So then the last thing about this particular ad is I just like that he Googled, is a GTX 1660 good for gaming? And then screenshotted the Google result and put it as a picture in the ad. People, man. It comes with GTA 5 though. It's an iBuyPower, so you know it's going to be good. Moving on. I think this is actually the last one here. Okay, so this is just an example of like a half-decent ad, and I was impressed with it, so I wanted to include it, and I'm actually surprised that it hasn't sold yet, and it's even been reduced in price. Not the greatest specs on the system, but it's presented very well, less the Funko Pop. So if you see this on there, $500 for this computer, this actually looks pretty good. And he went out of his way to not only take pictures of it out in the garden during the daytime, but during the nighttime too, because nothing says great gaming computer like outside RGB performance, and Funko Pop visibility, so it looks great there. I like this little case, and it's extreme Fortnite ready, 180 FPS. Perfect for gaming, live streaming, perfect gift for anyone. Gaming performance, all average performance. Well, here you go. He's giving specifics. I like it. 180 FPS on low at 1080p, 160 at competitive, 120 at medium, 60 FPS at ultra. GTA 5, he gives some legit gaming performance, and it's sort of probably half true. It's not too bad. Recording game videos on YouTube, you could do that. He's got an Intel E3 1230 Xeon, which is some low-powered 2600 equivalent. So that's just interesting, like what kind of motherboard. He probably made a little side business for himself. He bought a whole bunch of off-lease business computers and realized he could put a $100 case, get some mining graphics cards, put them all together, and make some money for the holidays or whatever. Not too bad. 8 gigs of maybe 1333 or 1600 megahertz RAM, who knows? An RX 470, 4 gigabyte, 120 gig SSD, 1 terabyte hard. That's not bad for the price. $500 might seem a little bit much to the US market, but if I saw this for $500-600 here in Canada, I would be legitimately interested in this kind of computer if I was just going for something that will play esports, Fortnite, online games, and stuff like that. So I just thought this was actually a half-decent ad. I think that there's a little bit of youth involved in what's going on here, and it made me, kind of chuckle a bit, but also it's like, good for you, man. You're giving it a go. You put a little Deep Cool sticker on that stock Intel heatsink, and you're making something work for you. So I hope you sell your computers. So that was Noob Plebs Try to Sell PCs and Junk 2021, and I learned a lot today. Number one, graphics card doesn't fit, you can make it fit. Number two, you can sell just about any computer for $2,000 these days. Number three, there is a 3060 XT out there that has a propeller on it that will, whisk it away. And last bit of advice I have is if you can't find a PS5, just go find a PS2 and a PS3 and duct tape them together. And that'll make it. I'm at Watch Timmy Joe, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks very much for all the support, guys, and I hope you had a little chuckle today. This has been Noob Plebs Try to Smell Stuff on the Internet. Smells like Fortnite. I'll see you guys later.